to make this the greatest business in the entire world. So with that being said, we do have a gentleman in the room, and I had the pleasure of meeting in Nashville, and he is all the way here from Stuttgart, Germany. He's our international sales manager.
Yeah, head of international sales.
He's just the man, guys. He's that guy. He's the one we needed. With Karatbars, we've always had the best company. We've always had the best CEO. Love Mr. Seitz so much. If you guys have never met him, get to Atlanta because he's coming, right? You need to get to Atlanta. Let's Go weekend in September. He will be there. He has a heart. So we have the best CEO. We have the best product. We've got the best compensation plan. But the one thing that we're missing, hey, Susan. I didn't see her there. I want to see everybody. So, but the one thing that we're missing was marketing. How do we get this out there with a consistent message to the world? How do we do this? So we found the man with the plan. I'll introduce to you Mr. Dirk Zalman.
So welcome. In the DMV area, I learned that one. So, how do you feel? Good? Very good. So I think you understand me, right? Everything's good? Ronnie is fine, perfect. So, first of all, thanks for all the introductory words that I had so far. I will explain a little bit about my story and how I came to Karatbars. Then I will give you a lot of information today, how your business is going to be easier. Not only easier, I will give you a solution at the end of the day that from this room, within the next 12 months, 6 of you will be income millionaire. And that's not about our coins that we're having. I mean income millionaires, meaning based on commission, minimum 100K per month of income. Okay? Minimum. So, therefore, before I can present you all that kind of information, I have to give you a little bit of my story. I'm right now head of international sales and member of the board of the Karatbars Group, the Karatbars family, and the Karatbars companies that we are having. I'm here since May 2018, so pretty new to that company. 41 years old. I know I look younger. I'm married. My wife is here, Sabine. Having 2 kids, and there you see some of my hobbies since I'm 17 years old. So, what happens that you know, or I want you to know me, my story a little bit better so you can understand why I can help you to become income millionaire. We had wonderful speakers here on stage. I love them all. I loved your story, and I see the energy and how you feel with the Karatbars family, and that's the most important thing, Karatbars family. You create your own family, okay? You create the people that are around you. You create your sales structure. You create your income that you're having. And as I said, 6 of you will be income millionaire. It's not about the money, let me say that up front. It's not about the money. But I can tell you, being an income millionaire, not only the bank account changes, not only the gold account changes, okay? There's something else that will change when you're an income millionaire with Karatbars, and that is your life and your mindset.
Right.
But without changing your mindset before, nothing will happen. Okay? Therefore, I'm here today for a couple of hours to give you that kind of information, and maybe also the kick in your better parts that you take this step, like Tammy told you, that you take the step towards your future.
Yes.
Okay? Your better future. If you don't want to have that, what you have right now, you have to change something. Otherwise, you will have the same thing like you had before. Do you understand that? Yes. Perfect. Good. 41 years old, married, 2 kids. How come that I'm doing a business with people? Since I'm 15, I wasn't born with a silver spoon as well. So my father, there the guy is. Yay! Don't worry, it's champagne for everyone in this room. You have enough coins? No problem. I exchange them. So how come that I'm doing that kind of business since I'm 17 years old? You can count, since I'm 17 years old, I'm doing, you know that word, network marketing? You know, is that good or bad?
Good.
It's a good word, right? Network marketing only means I help people and people help other people. Meaning, there's a win-win situation in network marketing. No one loses. If you don't do anything, what do you lose? Nothing. If you do something, you win. A lot of mindset, money, friends, everything. You understand? Yeah. Network marketing brings the business to everyone that wants to move. Someone wants to stay where he is, doesn't matter if he knows network marketing or not. You understand that? Yeah. Good. When I was 17, as I said, I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. My father was a banker, that was good. He had a good income. I have 2 older brothers, so every one of them was very good and behaving like good boys. So they were good in school, they were at university after that, they had good jobs. And I was thinking about my brothers and my family just a couple of days ago, and can you imagine? My father had only one job in his life, with one company, 45 years before he retired. What did he receive when he retired? The golden watch. It's everywhere in the world. It's not only in the US, it's everywhere the same in the world. It's gonna be 45 years of you bringing in. My father he woke up at 4 in the morning, went on 5 to a train for 3 hours ride to the bank where he built up the investment department of the bank. He came home late at night, sometimes 9 or 10 p.m., woke up at 4 in the morning again, and you know that, Monday to Friday, and then you're glad that you're with your family. And you do that 45 years, you build up million and billion of dollars for a company, and after 45 years they come to you and say, wow, this is a golden watch, it's worth it 5K. Wow, 45 years, you're bringing million and billions of dollars for a company. You are worth it 5K when you retire after 45 years. Wow. Isn't that great? But look what happens in family is, my father was there 45 years with one company. My oldest brother, after being at university, he got a job at one of the biggest retailers all over the world. He has a very good job, but since then he is with this company. Only one company. My second brother, since he's 15, he works for that one company he still works for. So the family value is Never change something you got used to, you know? You have something good, don't change it. Be satisfied, okay? I'm not exactly that kind of guy. So, when I came up, I knew that school, you needed to go to school, and of course it was funny at school. We had a very, I was in a religious school, so I was raised with religious people around me. So they tried to teach you, and they tried to teach me how to behave, how to learn, and that was good. That was good at the end of the day, but I learned one thing. If you are not satisfied with what you have right now, you have to change something. Otherwise, you will have the same again. You can find excuses why you cannot change something. A lot of. It's the bad weather, you are too old, you are too young, you are too ugly, you are too good looking like me. You're too rich, you're too poor, you do whatever. Excuses you can have every single moment. But no one will come to you and change it for you. You understand that? If you don't change, no one will do. If you want to have something different than you have right now, change something, okay? That's what I learned in school. And I was very communicative, meaning I was talking to people a lot. Since I'm 15, I worked at part-time to school. I worked at a bar. I worked for a newspaper. I was riding around with my bike, taking pictures from people, interviewing them. I was working at night with cocktails at a bar. So I was talking to people. And when I was 17, someone came up to me and said, "Hey guy, you are such a good kid. You're smiling all the time. Do you like to become a millionaire?" No. Why would I do that? Long story short, he was a guy in network marketing, and the company sold at that days, they sold lipstick and cosmetics. Can you imagine that? Yeah. But not only one lipstick. If you wanted to join that company, you had to buy 2 suitcases, one full of lipsticks in all colors, and the other one cosmetics from A to Z. You can imagine that? So 2 big suitcases full, $2,000 worth it, okay? And he said, "You can become a millionaire, no problem. You're just a good guy, you're smiling all the time, you can talk to people. Just invest $2,000 in these 2 suitcases, and after 1 year, you're a millionaire. That's easy, right?" And I was thinking about it, and when you're young, when you're 17, you believe people, older people especially, yeah, right? You believe them and say, "Wow, when he tells me that, I think he's true. Maybe I'll do that." The problem is, when you're 17, where you should get from $2,000? From whom? Yeah? I could go, remember my father? 45 years, banker. Is there a banker in the room? Investment banker or someone with investment? Yeah, former banker? Yeah. How are these bankers? Can you imagine Germany? Who was in Germany before? Yeah? Did you ever hear about German people? I'm from Germany as well, so that you know. German people tend to be very punctual, right? Who of you drives a German car, or 2 or 3 or 4? What's about German cars? Yes? Are they good? Are they okay? Yes, yes. Okay, we talk about quality, we talk about, German values that we bring into products, right? The same for people. When you think about a banker, when you think about a German banker, a high-level banker, you know that it's a party guy, you know? Going out Friday night saying, "Yes, no, we spent all the money." Is it like that? What do you think? No. Totally different, right? He's not spending money, he's keeping money. That's what bankers are. So, can you imagine when I wanted to join this business where I can become millionaire within the next 12 months by buying 2 suitcases full of cosmetics and lipsticks? Could you imagine that I was a little bit afraid to go to my daddy and ask for $2,000 for lipsticks? Can you imagine that? Yeah. You have 2 good sons, and then your 3rd son coming to you asking for $2,000 for lipsticks. That might be awkward, right? You're thinking about parenting, you know, like, what happened to this guy? At least I have 2 good boys, you know. 3rd one, that was an experiment. But at the end of the day, I was too afraid to go to him, so I went to my grandma and I said, give me $2K that I can buy something that's really important, and I give it back to you, because she was in retirement as well. Give it back to you within 4 weeks, and I promised. So she gave me that money. I bought that 2 suitcases, opened it up, and really 100 lipsticks in there. The ladies of you know, there's not only one red, you know that, right? There's a red, and there's Reuben red, and there's Shaver red, and 50 shades of red is there. You know that one, right? And when you're a boy, you get used to that kind of lipsticks after a while when you have a suitcase full of lipsticks at home, right? And there's another one with cosmetics in there, you know, eye cream, face cream, night cream, day cream, whatever cream for everywhere. And it works. So I always try to test products, you know, with the cream it's fine, with the lipstick it's not alright. Looks fancy. So he told me, go to a seminar and then you learn how you can become millionaire with that kind of product. So on Friday I went to a seminar like this seminar today, where someone talked about how you can talk to other people and become income millionaire within 12 months. And I said, okay, I want to go to that seminar. So I came back from school, changed my clothes to suit, and went to that seminar with my 2 suitcases full of lipstick and cosmetics. And the room was fully packed. Every Friday he had about 850 to 1,000 people there. So every Friday, this guy went on stage, and he had a regular job in construction. And he was telling every Friday 850 to 1,000 people how to become income millionaire with lipsticks and cosmetics. Can't you imagine that? And he was just saying, change something in your life, and that is talking to people. Talking to people and give them a chance that they can do a business. Without you, they would never know about it. So if you're not talking to people about your business, someone else will do. Because Karatbars will be all over the place, I can promise you, okay? For me, it was a little bit more difficult, because lipsticks and cosmetics are a little bit more different to talk about than to talk about gold, right? Yeah. Gold? Who of you wants gold? Yes. Everyone. Can you imagine that outside this room, everyone wants gold? So is it for you easy to talk about your business? So why don't you do it? It's because of you thinking people don't want that? Everyone wants gold. And today people want to talk about crypto as well. They want to talk about digital currency, but not only hot air. They want to have something in digital currency that is gold backed or value backed. Can you imagine that? And who has the only one gold backed coin out there? Guys, if this business would be a lipstick, can you imagine that you have a business with a product that everyone loves? Who of you is married? Do you have an engagement ring? Do you have a ring? What kind of material is that? Gold. Do you girls, do you have earrings? Yes. What is the material? Gold. Why do people love gold? What do you think? It's good looking good, right? Looking good. And the other thing is, it's a value. Look at the countries where the inflation or the culture, the old cultures are where the inflation is everywhere. When people get married in countries, what do you saw already African weddings or southern weddings like that, what do they present to the groom and the bride? Gold. Why? Why not lipsticks? They need lipsticks. Why gold? Is because it's a value. Everyone wants a value that is stable and it's there the next 100, 200, 300 years. You want to see that? Coming up. You know that? Once back then it was gold backed. Today it's not. And when there is fire, when there's an earthquake, or the next 100, 200 years, that might be gone. It's just paper, right? When you leave it somewhere, trash. Gold will always be there, right? So, if you want to exchange something good, do it, it's gold. Do it right now. Don't wait for it. The good thing is, every one of you in this room already knows about the business. You're just hesitating to talk to people about this business. Why? Because you think it's a business. It's not. This Karatbars is not only a business, it's helped people to change their lives. Therefore, I want to give you a little bit about how I want to change your life too. When I was on that seminar back then with lipsticks and cosmetics, the guy told us only one thing. They told us, talk to 10 people every day about your business and you become income millionaire. That's it. That's what he did since 10 years before I met him on that seminar. And he showed us how to talk to people, how to talk about lipsticks and cosmetics, and I was sitting in there like, okay, if you talk to 10 people per day and you talk about lipsticks, cosmetics, about 2K for these suitcases, what should it help you, you know? Can I do business with that? And then I started not to believe him. I started, yes, look at this guy. He's a construction worker. He has nothing to lose. But I'm a son of a banker, so I have something to lose. I have a reputation, you know, in my small town. When I talk about lipstick and cosmetic, I didn't earn like him at that time. And then he showed up his check, his monthly check. And he said, look at that picture. That was 10 years ago. Construction worker, income 1,200 Deutschmark at that time. So that was about $1,200 at that time. And then he showed his check 10 years later, talking to 10 people per day about lipstick and cosmetic. And that was monthly 285,000 Deutschmark at that time. 10 years between there and there. Do you think that changed his life? Do you think it was only about money? No. But with $285,000 per month, would that change your life? Would that change your mindset as well? The good thing is, every one of you can do that. The bad thing is, if you are not changing anything with you right now, no one will do it for you. Understand that? You have to take your first step. We try to help you, okay? We try to bring you there. But if you don't do that first step, I'm not doing it for you. None of the leaders will do it for you. Because right now we're taking care of a $1 billion business coming up with Karatbars right now. So if you don't want to do that, someone else wants to do it. We will be there with or without you, I can promise you. Okay? If you want to be a part of it, you have to take that step. Otherwise we cannot, okay, help you. Understand? Yes. Good. Who's willing to take that step? Very good. Then I give you some more information about it. Just a quick story about myself again. After being, I didn't tell you what turned out to be with the lipstick and cosmetic thing, right? I was on that seminar. I said, okay, when this guy can earn that money, I can do that too. So I went home and said, now I'm doing that business. Coming back from school, changing into a suit, going back to the street in my town and talking to 10 people every day. 10 people about lipstick and cosmetics. Sometimes it was 15 people per day because I knew one thing. If I'm doing it, I'm gonna be 18 and gonna be millionaire. Yes. Every day, every single day, no excuses, no party, no hanging out with friends, no video gaming, no birthday parties, no nothing. I said 1 year I'm doing it, and then I see the result. No free time, no nothing. Can you imagine that? Just 1 year of being fully committed to one thing, 10 to 15 people per day. After 1 year, I had 22,000 active people in my downline, and I had an income from 100 to 203,000 Deutschmark at that time per month. So I was income millionaire after 1 year when I was 18 years. And now it comes, what would you do when you are 18 years old and you have $1 million coming in every month? What would you do? Yes, I said, and you know, my father is a banker and I'm like him a little bit. I said, save it. Save every dollar, right? So that you can buy something of a, come on guys, you believe me? When you're 18 years old and you earn $1 million, what did I do? I spent it all. I had fancy cars, fancy women. Bam! And you know what? When I turned 19, I spent it all at that year. But you know what? I didn't care. Because when I turned 19, it came back in again. 1 million. Because it was passive income, can you imagine? It keeps rolling and rolling and rolling. So if you do with our business 100K per month, it's going to be 105, 110 next month, 115, 120 next month after. And if you spend it, don't care. As long as you help people every month, if you talk to your people every month about your business, that check is growing. Can you understand that? Yes, sir. So if you spend it, okay, wait for the next month coming back in. And the good thing in Karatbars, wait for the next week. So if you're broke, wait 1 week. After being a very successful and very young sales entrepreneur at that time, the company that I was working for asking me, hey, you're good, you're one of the best of our leaders, can you come into the company and help us grow the company? I did that, so I went corporate at that time as sales director, and we took that company from 45 million yearly sales to 550 million 6 years later. So I know how to turn companies into fast-track companies, okay? After that, I went to the US, worked for some US companies, for some billion-dollar companies in the US in network marketing. Some of them you heard about, New Ways, New Skin, Amway, Herbalife, you already had that names before. So I did a little bit of projects for them. I was at that time also corporate as Vice President of Sales and Training. I headed up to the biggest company. I had about 3.6 million active distributors in that company with sales of 1.8 billion in sales per year. And from corporate, you know, corporate is good, especially in that kind of business, because I can be with people. When I'm VP of Sales and Training, I can develop new tools, I can do your business better, I can give you tools that makes your business easier, but one thing always is there when it's corporate. You have a boss. And as you see me and know me already, my wife knows me longer, when I'm having a boss in front of me and this guy is stupid, what would I do? I'm not the best employee because I always say what I think, you know? And sometimes it's confrontation when that guy in front of you tells you, you know, I'm your boss, I'm the CEO, I know what to do, and I tell you, no, you don't. I know better, let me do it for you, okay? Because my sales track record is much bigger than yours. So be your CEO and do whatever you want to do, let me run that company, okay? That sometimes it's not good in corporate roles, you know? But at that time, as I told you, I already had enough money to do whatever I want. So since I'm 20 years old or 19 years old, I'm doing that as a hobby, 24/7. 24/7, my hobby is changing people's lives, okay? Therefore, after my corporate role, I decided to bring out my own company in consulting. So we consult direct selling, network marketing, and sales companies all over the world today. We do that with 5 offices so far. My hobby is, as I said, doing meetings all over the world. Since today, I trained 1.3 million people all over the world in 20 countries. I released 12 specialized training programs to help people having a better business. With my company and my people, we have projects with guaranteed success. Since the last 5 years, we have projects in direct selling and network marketing increasing 213% of the sales volume of the companies. In total, around 2 billion more or new US dollars in sales for our companies that we are guiding. Right now, we are guiding, or the clients of my company in consulting are from the 50 biggest MLM or network marketing companies. 42 of them are our clients right now, okay? So you can see what kind of people we are guiding, what kind of companies we are guiding, and what we do. We're also in the association like DSA or CELDIAS or European and American direct selling associations. We are a supplier member of these as well. So overall, with this, I built up my hobby to help people, to bring people into a better situation in life, to change people's lives. That's what I'm doing. And that's what I'm doing with all my people around the world, all experts in direct selling, network marketing. We are helping companies to grow. And then, back then in March this year, I received a phone call. I received a phone call from a friend of mine who told me there's a company out there in Stuttgart who needs help. They need help to build up their international business because they have some new products released, and they need someone who understands digital currency and gold to bring together to a big international business. So someone who is internationally experienced and is also experienced in digital and digital currencies. That's good because we worked on projects before, we worked on ICOs before, on coins before, on digital currency before, and I was glad, every one of you knows Bitcoin? Yes, sir. Who of you has Bitcoins? Who of you has more than 100? 400,000? Am I the only one? I was buying them when they were at $40, and I was already moaning, "More, that's expensive." So I know how to deal with that. Currencies and digital marketing and digital expectations that people have right now. So we bring that to companies as well. And when I received that phone call, I was in Germany at that time, and then a guy called me named Harald Zeiss. You maybe heard about him. And he said, "Let's meet up because I need someone who guides my international sales and marketing department, bringing tools to the people because we have many people joining us right now and I don't know what to do, bring them into the right direction. I have a vision, but we need to track that, you know." So I said, okay, because we do executive search in that area, direct selling, network marketing, I can bring you a guy that fits to you. I can bring you a managing director or VP of sales or something. So I come and meet you to see what kind of requirements you have, okay? So I drove to Stuttgart. It was only 2 hours far away from me. I drove to Stuttgart and met Martina. Some of you heard about her and you know her. And yes, and I met Harald. And we started talking, and he told me his vision, and he told me his ideas, and I heard about, yes, gold business, and the biggest saving gold business in smaller parts since 2011, and we brought up a new digital currency, a KBC coin, gold-backed coin, the first coin that has really value. And then he told me what he needs. He needs someone who brings the sales department up to speed and brings new tools. And with all the new people now coming in, he needs someone who open up new countries. And you know, and I was thinking, who can I bring him? Who's the best guy to turn this vision into a real big business? And I was thinking and thinking, and I was thinking, wow, this guy has a vision that's crazy. When that is real, he sits on a multi-billion-dollar business right now in network marketing. And I said to myself, when this is real, I knew that company before. I saw that he's doing good gold business with 550,000 people already. So I saw the digital currency. I saw the smart contract that he's doing with the digital currency. I saw the gold that he backs up, the gold coin with the KBC. And I said to myself, with all my people that I have in my consulting business, we are the #1 consulting company for direct selling so far right now, worldwide, with 5 offices. I have around the last 2 years 400 projects for big network marketing companies. Also, as for instance, Bank of America, Vodafone, we guide them as well. Okay, so I was thinking about what happens when I would be that guy who helps them. How many clients would I lose when I step up like on this stage and say I'm the guy who's running the Karatbars business? How many clients would I lose, because clients are very anxious about what happens to projects, to data security, to contacts. And I said to myself, when this is real, I don't care. And I told Harald, I said, Harald, we talked to each other since 1 hour. I understand your vision. I understand what you need. And I think we come along quite well. And he said, I think it's the same way. And he said, why don't you do it? I said, that's what I'm thinking about. So I said, I don't care about that I might lose some clients, because when this business is so real as I see it right now, I don't care about that anymore, because this is $1 billion business and we can do it together. So not only that, because Harald and I, we agreed on special things, and I said, let's do that together, and let's benefit out of it together and make this real $1 billion company. And I bring all my expertise with me, not only the knowledge of 23 years of sales building, not only the international contacts that I have that we need to run that business in all countries of the world. I bring also my team in. So therefore, I brought all my people in, my digital marketing people, my people for digital currency, my people for sales, training, coaching. Everyone from that company, Salman Consulting, is helping on this or that way Karatbars to launch and be the $1 billion business right now. Therefore, I have also a very special person with me today, because she's my wife and my business partner since already 13 years. We are married since 9 years, and she's my business partner, my wife with me. She knows network marketing, direct selling as long as I do, and she built it up one of the biggest teams and biggest companies in the world for the European and German market. She's perfect in support and service, building up multilingual support departments and helping people in the follow-up program to grow their business. That is her expertise, therefore I brought her in. She will tell you a little bit more later on when it comes to the point support, because support is a very important topic for us. Do you know that? Okay. Good. So we said and we decided together what we are doing, and this we bring in all our expertise, all our people to this business, that Karatbars will be the #1 business in network marketing for the next year. Okay? So now it's up to you. What's our business about? What do you have to learn? You have to learn that this business is about winning. What do you win? First of all, you win yourself. When you do that business successfully, you win yourself back, okay? Is it important that you can be you? That you are successful? That you have the perfect and positive mindset? Is it important for you? Yeah. Perfect. So, then you just have to do it like that, like a horse race. For a good horse race and be number one in a horse race, you have to have a good horse, a fast horse. Therefore, this is the company. The company is the horse. This must be fast and good. Is Karatbars a good and fast company? Yes. Did we prove that this company is real for you? Yes. Who of you already has saved gold? There you go. Does it work? Yes. There you go. So the horse is already there. Karatbars business has proven that it's a good company. Now we brought up digital currency. Who of you already bought the KBC, the gold-backed coin? Do you know another company who has a real gold-backed coin? Oh. So is it unique? Yeah. There you go. When there's a unique product and a gold product that works already, is that good or bad? Good. It's a very good horse so far. So the compensation plan, how your commission is paid out, is that good or bad? Good. How many times do we pay out commission to you? 5 times per year? There you go. And do we have 1 or 2 commission systems? 2. Most companies have only 1. So they pay out once a month, 1 time to their distributors with 1 compensation plan. We pay out 5 times per month and with 2 systems. Do we think of you, or do we want to make our own profit higher? What do you think? This company, and what Harold did is, he's thinking about give away more money to you guys, that your business is way more stable and faster, because when he's helping more people to be independent, to earn money with that company, the better for the company itself. So we'd rather have only 0.5% for the company from $1 billion than 5 or 10% from $1 million. Do you understand that? Yeah. This is how we think, and this is what we're going to give to you. So this business is already there, proven, okay? Karatbars is a very fast horse, but the horse cannot win in a horse race without someone. Who must be there? The jockey. That's you. You run that business, okay? But for being the number 1 horse, you must have a number 1 jockey. And the number 1 jockey is only one thing. In the mindset that he has is one thing. Do you see that? Why this is the number 1? What does he move? Yes! He moves his butt all the time without going back down, you know, to ride that horse. The number 1 jockey is not on the saddle. They don't have one. They're going that way all the time, okay? All the time, moving the butt, as fast as you can, so your horse is going to be number 1. It's the same in our business, guys. If you don't move your butt, oh, you're nice. If you don't move your butt, your business will not be there. Understand? When you move your butt with that horse Karatbars, you can be number 1. Is that understandable? Yes. But it takes you to bring that horse there. Understand? Therefore, we have to move our butt. And right now, before I give you way more information, I want to do the following. We now move our butt for 16 minutes into a short break and be back here 16 minutes from now. Thank you.